McCorkle's pronouncing this year.
Oh, we're live. Welcome to the live stream. Perfect. Hopefully everyone can hear us out.
Okay, try to be quiet. Who's talking?
Can't tell.
No, we can't. What's he doing here? Got any good jokes? I had a good one yesterday, didn't I, guys?
I do.
Nothing. It's on the house.
It's on the house?
My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim's getting better.
That's funny.
My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim's getting better.
Oh, perfect.
You what? Where'd he go? Did he come in here? You want to talk to those or not?
We actually had parents call in this morning and wanted to link.
Yes, that's on. Post that on social media. I put it on my Facebook page.
I probably should have put it on Facebook.
11 cows. 11. Yeah.
Stop it.
Okay, 11. Okay, one last scream. Okay, everybody scream. Thank you. Okay, it's time to be quiet now, okay?
That's good.
Adrian, you want kicked out? Okay.
Good morning and aloha, GRHS. Mr. Anglin again with you this morning, and we'd like to welcome everyone here at the high school and those of you watching on the World Wide Web to our annual GRHS Spelling Bee. It's just a great day. It's a great day to be at Buffalo. This is an activity that we look forward to every year, and with the suggestion of Ms. Short, we decided to incorporate the Spelling Bee this year into our homecoming activities. And so we just hope it's going to be a really terrific event. We know we have a terrific bunch of young men and women with us today to participate in our spelling bee, and we are going to have just an awful lot of fun today. So again, welcome to our all-school GRHS spelling bee, the finals of the spelling bee. In a moment, we'll have students who are participating in the bee introduce themselves. They'll come up to this podium and let you know who they are, etc. But before we get to that, I'd like to just go over some of the ground rules. We've gone over these with the participants. We'd like to go over those for the benefit of those of you in the classroom as well. Okay. So again, our 2021 GRHS spelling bee. Here are the ground rules. Okay. At the end of our spelling bee, there will be a champion, a second place, and a third place finisher. During competition, each student will be given a word to spell by the pronouncer, and Mr. McCorkle will be this year's pronouncer. The student is expected to say the word, spell the word, and say the word again. The student will not be disqualified if she does not pronounce the word before or after spelling it. If the student misspells the word, he or she is out of the competition, except when there are two spellers remaining. The next word on the pronouncer's list is given to the next speller. The speller may ask the pronouncer to repeat the word and define it. If a word has a homonym, the pronouncer will define the word. Having started to spell a word, a speller may stop and start over, retracing the spelling from the beginning. But in retracing, there can be no change of letters or their sequence from those first pronounced. If letters or their sequences are changed in the respelling, the speller is eliminated. The role of the judges is to determine whether the student has spelled the word correctly. The judges' decisions shall be final on all questions. When there are two spellers remaining, the elimination process changes. When one speller misspells a word, the other speller is given the same word to spell. If the second speller spells that word correctly, plus the next word on the pronouncer's list, then that speller is declared the champion. If both spellers misspell the same word, the bee continues with the speller who first misspelled the word being given a new word to spell. If a contestant receives assistance from anyone or anything, she shall be disqualified. And of course, we have prizes which will be awarded at the end of the bee for champion, second place, third place, and a host of other prizes which will be given and distributed to our spellers who have qualified for the final round. So again, we'd like to welcome everyone to our 2021 GRHS All-School Spelling Bee. At this time, I think we'll have the participants come up to the podium one at a time. If you would, please just come here to the podium. Look at our camera and introduce yourself by first and last name and what grade you are in. So again, if I was a speller, I would say, Joseph Anglum, grade such and such. Okay? And so if you would do that, we'll start.
What grade are you in?
Well, sometimes I'm not sure what grade I'm in, okay?
Grade 300.
The senior citizens grade, okay? All right, so we'll start with our first participant. Come on up. Introduce yourselves again, first and last name, and what grade you are in.
Clayton Hagan, senior.
Hannah Sandler, freshman.
Andy Ryder, senior. Kenneth Field, sophomore. Christopher Clippinger, junior. Jordan Hogan, junior.
Gracie Nose, freshman.
Jeremy Stark, freshman.
Alyssa Henderson, senior. Adrian Arlington, senior. Cole Turner, freshman.
Clayton Starnes, junior.
Where's your hat? King. King.
Second grade, freshman.
Maddie Roach, senior.
Aaron McClett, sophomore.
Isabella Sandoval, senior. Hey, Devin, go through the aisle, buddy, when you're done.
Devin Barnes, junior. Braden Hale, sophomore.
Have some use middle aisle.
Again, participants, if you would, please use the middle aisle here, okay? And again, when you're finished, do as you just did, exit to your left to return to your chair, okay?
When you're stellar bees, then the next person stand
Absolutely, okay?
up.
So when the previous speller is done with their word and they are exiting, then you can get up, of course, and come to the podium, okay? All right, once again, welcome to our all-school GRHS spelling bee. We're just super excited to have everybody with us here at the high school watching, and of course, those of you watching on the World Wide Web. And as we go through the competition, we'll have some other introductions for you. Mr. Thomas will be along a little bit later on to say a few words, and we'll introduce our ELA department to everyone and give you a little bit of background information. Okay. So again, best of luck to all of our spellers. Judges, are we ready?
We're ready.
We are ready, and we hope everyone in school is up and going on the YouTube channel. We hope you enjoy our all-school spelling bee. With that, we shall begin.
Okay. Clayton, come on. Okay, so we might have to ask you to re-spell, try to speak very, very, very clearly and loudly.
Your word for spelling is name, a specific word or phrase that is used to refer to a person or thing.
Name. N-A-M-E. Name.
Correct.
Your word is ears, the organs of hearing and balance in mammals.
Ears. E-A-R-S. Ears.
Your word is room, a part of the inside of a building usually divided from other areas by walls.
R-O-O-M.
Your word is case, a situation requiring investigation or action by the police or other agency.
Case. C-A-S-E. Case.
Your word is meal, the food eaten at a particular time to satisfy hunger.
Meal. M-E-A-L. Meal.
Your word is rang, sounded clearly and in a loud, echoing manner.
R-A.
Your word is tile, a usually flat piece of hard clay, stone, or other material used for roofs, floors, or walls.
T-I-L-E. Let's all try to speak very loudly, because with our mask, they won't be able to hear you spelling on there. But if you could speak very, very loudly, that'd be cool.
Your word is lost, put in a place you don't remember.
Lost. L-O-S-T. Lost.
Your word is aim, to point something at an object.
Aim. A-I-M.
Your word is nest, the place a bird builds for laying eggs and caring for its young.
Nest. N-E-S-T.
Your word is tiny, very little.
Tiny. T-I-N-E. Oh no. T-I-N-Y. Tiny.
You already
We're
spelled.
sorry, you already said the E, so that means that you are out.
It's okay.
Okay.
Good job. Have a seat over here, buddy.
Your word is need, to feel like you must have or do something.
Need. N-E.
Peyton, your word is quintessential.
Quintessential. Quintessential. Quintessential.
Maddie, your word is gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook. GOBLEDEGOOK.
Perfect. Your word is darts, a game in which small pointed missiles are thrown at a bullseye on a target.
Darts. DARTS. Darts.
Straw.
Your word is straw, a tube used for sucking up a drink.
Straw. STRAW. Straw.
Your word is shell, a hard protective covering of an animal.
Shell. SHELL. Shell.
Your word is wash, to clean something with water or another liquid.
Wash. WASH. Wash.
Nice and loud for us, okay, so we can hear you.
Your word is chew, to crush or grind food with teeth in preparation for swallowing.
Chew. CHEW. Chew.
Good job. Nice and loud.
Your word is start, to begin.
Start. START. Start.
Your word is first, being number one in a countable series.
FIRST.
Your word is miles, more than one of a unit of distance equal to 5,280 feet.
Miles. MILES. Miles.
Your word is folds, reduced in size by laying one part over another part of.
Folds. FOLDS. Folds.
Your word is pages, leaves of a book or other printed item.
Pages. PAGES. Pages.
A little louder, folks, okay, a little louder.
Your word is boring, causing a feeling of weariness or dissatisfaction, dull.
Boring. BORING.
Your word is corner, the place where two streets or roads meet.
Corner. CORNER. Corner.
Your word is ferns, non-flowering leafy plants that produce by spores instead of seeds.
Ferns. FERNS. Ferns.
Your word is elbow, the joint between your upper arm and forearm.
Elbow. ELBOW.
Your word is taxi, a car that carries a passenger between any 2 points in exchange for money.
Taxi. TAXI. Taxi.
Your word is cat.
Cat. J-U-A-D.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect, thank
Good job.
you.
Your word is jump.
Jump. B-U-S-S-A-L-P.
Perfect.
What the heck?
Your word is stuck. Attached by or as if by gluing or plastering.
Stuck. S-T-U-C-K. Stuck.
Your word is grain. The seed of any cereal grass, as wheat, oats, rice, and millet.
Grain. G-R-A-I-N. Grain.
Your word is float. To rest on or partly under the surface of a liquid.
Float. F-L-O-A-T. Float.
Your word is awake, not asleep.
A-W-A-K-E. Float.
Your word is bird, a warm-blooded feathered animal that lays eggs and has wings instead of arms.
Bird. B-I-R-D. Bird.
Your word is snack, a small amount of food usually eaten between meals.
Snack. S-N-A-C-K. Snack.
So this is all of them.
Your word is hardly, barely, scarcely.
H-A-D-L-Y-W 3-5-N.
I'm sorry, that is
Sorry.
incorrect.
Good try, though.
Your word is shirts, clothing for the upper body with sleeves and usually a collar and a front opening.
Shirt. S-H-I-R-T-S. Shirt.
Your word is moody, unhappy and rudely grumpy.
Moody. M-O-O-D-Y. Moody.
Your word is ending, the last part of anything.
E-N-D-I-N-G.
Your word is house, a building for people to live in.
House. H-O-U-S-E. House.
Your word is kindly, friendly.
K-I-N-D-L-Y. Kindly.
Your word is relax, to rest.
Relax. R-E-L-A-X. Relax.
Your word is bacon, meat from the sides of a pig that has been salted and smoked.
Bacon. B-A-C-O-N.
Your word is radar, a radio device or system for locating an object.
Radar. R-A-D-A-R. Radar.
Your word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Good job.
And that's why he's king every
Yes, that's key.
Your word is anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Wonderful.
Good job.
Your word is globe, a round ball that has a map of the earth drawn on it.
Globe. G-L-O-B. Globe.
Your word is hobby, any favorite activity or interest.
Hobby. H-O-B-B-Y. Hobby.
Your word is markers, things placed to serve as a guide or to indicate position.
M-A-R-K-E-R-S.
Your word is shiny, bright, glittering, or polished.
S-H-I-N-Y.
Take it right here. We can draw the pricing.
We're going to pause momentarily because our first hour is getting ready to end. And so we're going to just take a brief recess, let
Well,
the
we're
bell
going to
ring,
draw for a prize.
and we're going to draw for a prize, and et cetera.
Okay, so this is for a $5 card to Subway.
A $5 gift card to Subway. Peyton Payne.
There we go. Hey, let me give you something else, Peyton, since you work at Subway. Yeah.
Okay, you get a certificate to work 3 hours for free.
How about from Dollar General? $5 from Dollar General. Because Peyton works at Subway. There we go. Awesome. So we're going to throw his, so we're going to take a break here. Does anybody need to go to the restroom or anything?
Restroom break for anyone? All right, and we'll be back as soon as we let classes again exchange, and we'll be back in just a moment.
There's some donuts left. Does anybody want a donut? There's still donuts here. Just stand up here, get a bottle of water. Oh, you can go back to class. Yeah, you have to. For donuts, you're going to go back to class, though. Yeah, you have substitutes here. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. everybody, they cannot hear you because you're masked, so everybody needs to speak up when you come up and spell, okay? Like, really speak up. Get a donut. There's milk up here and juice. Bye, thanks for playing. Hey, Cole. Cole, here, honey, you get a. We'll get it later. Come back whenever it's over, okay? No one has to go to the restroom. Couple funny comments, what? Yeah. I'm gonna do that one. How about that one? Let's do that one. No, but yes. I'd like to be You have another one? Give me another one. No one has to go to the restroom? H. You're gonna have to use Yeah.
Cam, Gregor, you need to go to your second hour class now, okay? Thank
Hey,
you.
Cam.
Come here, we have something for you.
Well, come back when we're taking a picture, okay? I haven't, and if you win, you're cheaper. If you win something, we'll, we'll have you come in and pick something, okay? Out of the bucket, okay? You don't want your gift card? You want that? Go give it to me, somebody else.
No, it's funnier, whoever walks out. That's what I was trying to-
Well, I'll get it. You can use it. Okay. Somebody else needs a cheeseburger. Is that the first one or second?
Second.
Yeah, we're back to one.
You ready?
Whenever you.
Okay, spellers, are you ready? King and queen, are you ready? For those of you in the studio audience, just to let you know that we know that the king and queen have had some rather easy words to start with. We're going to pump them up a little bit as we go through, so the king will get some more challenging words as we go through this round of the spelling bee. Okay, again, best of luck to those of you who remain, to our friends again in classrooms and on the World Wide Web. We will continue with this year's 2021 All-School GRHS Spelling Bee. And again, spellers, if you would, we understand in the classrooms they are having a difficult time hearing you. So again, we understand you have masks on. If you would, please just pause and enunciate and speak as loudly as you can for us, okay? That's not only for our benefit, but for the benefit of those people watching on the web, okay? Thank you. Best of luck.
Clayton.
Your word is disco, a type of popular dance music with strong, steady rhythms and usually electronically produced sounds.
Disco. D-I-S-C-O.
Good
Disco.
job. Nice job. Nice and clear.
Your word is maple, a tree with gray bark, sectioned leaves, hardwood, and sap used to make syrup.
Maple. M-A-P-L-E.
Your word is latch, to secure something against opening by using a device for holding it closed.
Latch. L-A-T-C-H. Latch.
Nice job. Nice voice.
Your word is view, what you can see from a place.
View. V-I-E-W. View.
Your word is toad, a small jumping animal similar to a frog, but that spends more time on land and has rough, dry, warty skin.
Toad. T-O-A-D. Toad.
Somehow, good.
Your word is family, a group of individuals living under one roof.
Family. F-A-M-I-L-Y.
Your word is type, to write using a keyboard.
Type. T-Y-P-E. Type.
Your word is pudding, a sweet, creamy dessert that is soft, spongy, or thick.
Pudding. P-U-D-D-I-N-G.
Your word is forest, a large area of land covered with lots of trees, shrubs, and bushes.
Forest. F-O-R-E-S-T.
Your word is lawn, ground covered with grass that is kept closely mowed.
Lawn. L-A-W-N.
Your word is SOS.
S-A-U-C-E. S-O-S.
Good job.
Your word is BLT.
B-L-T.
Your word is branch, a stem growing from the trunk or from a limb of a tree.
Branch. B-R-A-N-C-H. Branch.
Your word is pantry, a closet next to a kitchen or dining room used for storing food.
Pantry. Pantry. Pantry.
Your word is sandbox, a large container filled with a loose material for children to play in.
Sandbox, SANDBOX, sandbox.
Your word is posters, signs hung in public places that serve as decoration or consist of pictures.
Posters, POSTERS.
Your word is spider, an arachnid that has poisonous fangs and 8 legs and spins silk to make webs to catch prey.
Spider, SPIDER, spider.
Your word is coast, the seashore or land near it.
Coast. COAST. Coast.
Your word is bother, to pester or disturb someone.
Bother, BOTHER, bother.
Your word is mouse, a small animal with a pointed snout, small ears, and a thin tail.
Mouse, MOUSE, mouse.
Your word is swift, moving or able to move with great speed.
Swift, SWIFT, swift.
Your word is restless, not calm, fidgety, nervous.
Restless. RESTLESS.
Your word is parents, fathers and mothers.
Parents, PARENTS, parents.
You added an E.
I don't know that for me.
What did you say?
I don't know what I said.
I know, we're sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's hard when you're up there.
Your word is beehive, a container for winged insects that feed on pollen and nectar and make honey.
Beehive. BEEHIVE.
Your word is shopping, searching for, inspecting, or buying available goods or services.
Shopping. SHOPPING.
Your word is artwork, a work of skill and taste that is designed to be beautiful.
Artwork, ARTWORK.
Your word is incomprehensibilities.
Incomprehensibilities. INCOMPREHENSIBILITIES.
Good job. Yeah. Woo.
Your word is subdermatoglyphic.
SUBDERMATOGLYPHIC. GLYPHIC.
Yeah.
Your word is chance, opportunity.
Chance. CHANCE. Chance.
Your word is lookout, a person engaged in keeping watch.
Lookout. LOOKOUT. Lookout.
Your word is stroller, a four-wheel, usually folding carriage designed as a chair in which a baby may be pushed.
Stroller. STROLLER.
Your word is anyone, a person or some people.
Anyone. ANYONE.
Your word is interact, to have an effect on one another.
Interact. INTERACT. Interact.
Wow.
Your word is sturdy, durable, solid.
Sturdy. STURDY. Sturdy.
Your word is chatter, useless talk.
Chatter. CHATTER. Chatter.
Your word is bakery, a store that sells bread, cakes, pastries, and other edible goods.
Bakery. BAKERY. Bakery.
Your word is darkest, having the least light.
Darkest. DARKEST. Darkest.
Your word is feast, an elaborate meal.
Feast. FEAST.
Your word is dollars, notes representing the unit of money used in the United States.
Dollars. DOLLARS.
Your word is might, used with a main verb to express that something is possible or could happen.
Might. MIGH.
Your word is subject, an area of knowledge or study taught at school.
Subject. SUBJECT.
Another one of those classic gag lines.
Yeah, it's a Jaguar thing. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
Peyton, your word is I.
I.
Perfect. Maddie, your word is A. Perfect. That was a tough one.
That was lovely.
Your word is dishes, shallow containers used for serving food.
Dishes. DISHES.
really loudly.
Your word is partly, not completely.
Partly. P-A-R-T-L-Y. Partly.
Your word is strange, unusual.
S-T-R-A-N-G-E.
Your word is hitched, attached with a hook or knot.
Hitched. Is it like hitched or is it like hitch?
Hitched.
That's it.
H-I-T-C-H-E-D.
Your word is rather, preferably.
Rather. A-R-A-T-H-E-R.
Your word is puzzles, questions, problems, or toys designed to test cleverness.
Puzzles. P-U-Z-Z-L-E-S. Puzzles.
Your word is pebbles, small round stones.
Pedals. P-E-B-B-E-L-S.
I'm sorry, it is L-E-S.
Good try.
Your word is married, wedded.
Married. M-A-R-R-I-D-E. Married.
Your word is chamber, a private room or bedroom.
Chamber. C-H-A-M-B-E-R. Chamber.
Your word is flicker, to burn in spurts.
F-L-I-C-K-E-R.
Your word is onion, an edible plant with a sharp smell and taste that is used as a vegetable.
Onion. O-N-I-O-N.
Your word is arcade, a place where you can play coin-operated games.
Arcade. A-R-C-A-D-E.
Your word is pounce, to suddenly grab for something.
P-O-U-N-C. Pounds. Like that.
Your word is poem, writing in verse.
Poem. P-O-E-M.
Your word is shrill, piercing.
Shrill. S-H-R-I-L-L. Shrill.
Speak really loudly.
Your word is mayor, the primary public official of a city.
Mayor. M-A-Y-O-R.
Your word is farewell, a goodbye.
F-A-R-W-E-L-L.
You missed the E in the middle there. Farewell.
Good job.
Good try. Your word is young, in an early stage of life, growth, or development.
Yeah. Y-O-U-N-G.
Your word is snoozing, sleeping briefly during the day.
Snoozing. Snoozing. Snoozing.
Your word is lotion, a liquid used to soften the skin.
Lotion, Lotion, lotion.
Your word is prevented, kept from happening due to previous caution.
Prevented. Prevented.
Your word is smirk, to smile in a false way or as if pleased with yourself.
Smirk. S-M-I-R-K. Smirk.
Your word is destiny, fate.
Destiny, D-E-S-T-I-N-Y.
Your word is monkeys, primates that are smaller than apes and have longer tails.
Monkeys, M-O-N-K-E-Y-S.
Your word is studio, a place to study various performing arts such as dancing, singing, or acting.
Studio, S-T-U-D-I-O.
Oh, okay, I know. Your word is zwieback, a sweetened bread baked first as a loaf and later cut into slices and toasted.
Zwieback. Z-W-I-E-B-A-C-K.
Your word is nifty, handy.
P-U-R-P-L-E.
Good job.
Your word is janitor, someone who keeps an apartment, office, or other building clean and who makes minor repairs.
J-A-N-I-T-O-R.
Your word is pottery, an article made of fired clay.
Pottery, P-O-T-T-E-R-Y, pottery.
Sorry.
Great.
Your word is wonderful, unusually good, interesting, amusing, or lovely.
Wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R. F-U-L.
There you go. Your word is square, a rectangle with all four sides equal.
Square. S-Q-U-A-R-E. Square.
Your word is belief, when trust or confidence is placed in a person or thing.
Belief. B-E-L-I-E-F. Belief.
Your word is contract, an agreement between two or more people to do or not do something.
Contract. C-O-N-T-R-A-C-T. Contract.
Your word is, no, it is, sorry. Your word is lantern, a portable lamp.
Lantern. L-A-N-T-E-R-N. Lantern.
Your
word is subtracting, taking away an amount from a total.
subtracting. S-U-B-T-R-A-C-T-I-N-G.
Your word is portable, light enough to be carried.
Portable. P-O-R-T-A-B-L.
Your word is massive, weighty, heavy.
Massive. M-A-S-S-I-V-E.
Spell axolotl, any of several salamanders native to Mexico and the western United States.
Axolotl. A-X-O-L-O-T-L. Axolotl.
Your word is daguerreotype, an early photographic process with the image made on a light-sensitive, silver-coated metallic plate.
D-A-G-U-E-R-R-E-O-T-Y-P-E.
Good job.
Your word is bronze, a substance made of copper and tin mixed together and that is used to make industrial items, art, and bells.
Bronze. B-R-O-N-Z-E. Bronze.
Your word is climbed, used your hands to raise yourself upwards.
Climb. C-L-I-M-B-E-D.
Your word is teaspoon, a small tool consisting of an oval or round shallow bowl with a handle and used for stirring a drink and as a unit of measure.
Teaspoon. T-E-A-S-P-O-O-N.
Your word is balance, stability as a result of equally spreading your weight.
Balance. B-A-L-A-N-C-E. Balance.
Your word is knitting, making something such as clothing from a yarn either by hand using long needles or with a machine.
Knitting. K-N-I-T-T-I-N-G. Knitting.
Your word is merely, barely, only, simply.
Merely. M-E-R-E-L-Y. Merely.
Your word is furnish, to add necessary and decorative items to a room.
Furnish. Furnish. Furnish.
Your word is passage, a brief section of a written work on speech that is mentioned by itself as noteworthy or relevant.
Passage. Passage. Passage.
Your word is complaints, expressions of unfairness.
Complaints. COMPLAINTS.
Your word is thunderbolt, a flash of lightning along with a loud, distant, rolling sound.
Thunderbolt. THUNDERBOLT.
Your word is go.
Go. Go.
Throw that in the garbage. Another one.
You were on such a roll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Your word is at.
Perfect.
Your word is nonsense, words or language that have no meaning.
Nonsense. NONSENSE. Nonsense.
Your word is mansion, a home that is impressive due to its size.
Mansion. MANSION.
Your word is laundry, a group of clothes or household linens to be washed.
Laundry. LAUNDRY.
Your word is available, free and able to do something at a particular time.
Available. AVAILABLE. Available.
Your word is lodging, a temporary place to stay.
Lodging. LODGING.
Your word is portions, parts of a whole.
Portions. PORTIONS.
Your word is gallant, brave, dashing, and chivalrous.
Gallant. GALLIANT.
I'm sorry, it is GALLANT.
Good job, though.
Good try.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
That would mix me up too. Your word is veins, tubes. Oh, I'm sorry. Your word is not veins. Instead, your word is mountain, a high landmass rising to form several peaks.
Mountain. MOUNTAIN.
is whistling, making clear sounds by blowing air through pursed lips.
Whistle. WHISTLING.
Your word is voyage, a journey by water, a cruise.
Voyage. VOYAGE.
Your word is fun.
FUN. Fun.
Your word is tree.
TREE.
Your word is funnel, a tool shaped like a hollow cone with a tube extending from the point that is used to direct the flow of a liquid.
Funnel. FUNNL. Funnel.
Your word is gravely, seriously.
Gravely. GRAVELY. Gravely.
Your word is performance, a public presentation as of a dramatic work.
Performance. PERFORMANCE.
Your word is indicate, to point at.
Indicate. INDICATE. Indicate.
Real loud. Real loud.
Your word is clause, a group of words in a sentence that has its own subject and verb.
Clause. CLAUSE.
Now we're going to rhyme. Your word is applause, approval publicly expressed as by clapping hands.
Applause. APPLAUSE. Applause.
Your word is bargain, something whose value to the purchaser is greater than its cost.
Bargain. BARGAIN.
Your word is fortune, good luck, success.
Fortune. FORTUNE.
Your word is vocabulary, the whole amount of words used by a language, group, or individual.
Vocabulary. VOCABULARY.
Your word is McCorkle.
CAYNEDAVID.
Perfect.
There we go, good job.
Your word is hackler.
Hackler. HACKLER. Hackler.
Your word is caterpillar, the larva of a butterfly or moth that is long and looks like a worm with legs.
CATTERPILLAR.
I'm sorry, you added an extra T.
Good job.
Your word is wistfully, in a thoughtfully sad or mournful manner.
Wistfully. WISTFULLY. Wistfully.
Your word is annual, occurring, appearing, made, or done every year or once a year.
Annual. ANNUAL.
Is it time to take a break?
Oh, no, we're to start.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
We're going to pause there for just a moment as our bell's getting ready to ring. And before we have students exchange classes, we're going to draw for a gift. $5 gift card from McDonald's. Christopher Clippinger.
There we go, Christopher. Congratulations. Woo! Let's draw for another one.
We can do one more.
This is for 2 free fries and a Kit Kat bar.
Free fries and Kit Kat bar.
Kit Kat bar.
Leighton Starnes.
Leighton Starnes. There you go, Leighton. Congratulations, Leighton. Woo! And one more. This is for Subway.
Subway. Adrian Arlington.
Adrian Arlington. Okay, we're going to take a break. Does anyone need to go to the restroom?
Okay, we'll be back in just a moment.
There's a bunch of candy up here, guys. Want some candy? Somebody wants candy? Peyton, you want another donut to throw on the floor?
He had to come from
You just
back.
I
had to
know.
call him out like that, didn't
How
you?
about the milk and the juice? Milk and the juice. Hey, Mr. Engel, do me a favor. Go in my room and get a whiteboard and a couple of dry erase markers.
Whiteboard.
I have little ones on the back. Yeah, I'll just use that to write these words on for them. Hey, you guys are gonna come back because I'm gonna take a picture of actually, I was we'll put it like that. Where can you go? Oh, we'll be here. Okay, you guys do that. Or did you do that? We'll call you, we'll call you as back. I have 3 cheeseburgers and, what? And I think everybody will get some kind of prize, so. We'll call you back. Okay? Thank you. Get some candy. I have all kinds of candy.
So, yeah.
Let's switch it out. Okay.
Where's Peyton at?
Peyton,
Good job reading, Peyton.
reading what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not BLT by himself.
Hey, you win, man.
Go Adrian.
Oh, take Adrian out.
No,
Yeah.
dude, no,
Good
I'm
to
glad.
I give
They
you
think
John's
it's funny,
here,
which
so.
is good.
Didn't even purple.
I have to do.
John's I'll take your bowler.
I'll take your bowler.
The king, the thing with the king. No,
He's still there.
hey, does anybody want any milk or juice? Come up and get, or water. I've got all this water. I got candy. Come on up. Wait, go up there and get something. How many are we down to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You got her?
8.
8.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think so.
that could work. Yeah.
No.
They can pull
I'm
down.
not spelling it out.
I tell you.
I haven't seen this go for a long time. What? Okay. 4? Lower donut. Okay. Okay. Is everybody here?
I think so. Just an intro.
Clayton, is it your turn?
Yeah, we stopped.
Everybody ready? Once again, welcome back as our all-school GRHS spelling bee will continue. For those of you keeping score in the classroom or at home, we started with 20 spellers, and we are down to 10. Okay, so half the field has been eliminated, and we are down to the final 10 spellers. And of course, once again, we will ask everyone as you come to the podium to please speak loudly and enunciate so we can hear you. Okay. Any questions from our spellers? Okay, we are down to the final 10, and of course the words will become increasingly more challenging as we progress to additional rounds. Okay?
Of course it does.
Our judges? Judges are now ready, and we will continue with our spelling bee.
Your word is unbearable, not able to be endured.
Unbearable. UNBAEARABLE. A-B-L-E, unbearable.
Sorry, you put your A before your E.
Okay.
Your word is dimension, measurement in a single line as length, height, or width.
Dimension. D-E-M-I-N-S-I-O-N.
I'm sorry, you mixed up the I and the E. It's
Good
D-I-M-E-N-S-I-O-N.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Here. Can you get her? Banana?
Oh, thank you for awkwardly waiting for
Yeah.
Miss Rams will give you a certificate, okay? I mean, a certificate, and if your name's drawn out, I'll keep your certificate, okay?
How did they? It's going great. Your word is initials. The first letters of each word in a person's name.
Initials, I-N-I-T-I-A-L-S, initials.
Your word is daunted. Made someone afraid, intimidated. Daunted. Daunted.
D-O-N-T-E-D, Johnson.
Sorry, it is an AU. Your word is digestive, relating to the action or process of converting food into a form that can be absorbed.
Digestive. D-I-G-E-S-T-I-V-E.
Your word is lounge, to stand, sit, or recline lazily. Loaf.
Lounge. L-O-U-N-G-E.
Your word is floor, someplace not to put a donut.
Stop, man, that hurt. L-O-O-R.
I couldn't resist. Your word is queen.
Queen. Q-U-E-E-N. Queen.
Your word is marooned, put ashore on a desolate island or coast and left to one's fate.
Marooned. M-A-R-O-O-N-E-D. Marooned.
Good job.
Your word is vinegar, a sour liquid used as a condiment or a preservative and is often seasoned, especially with herbs.
Vinegar. V-I-N-I-G-G-E-R.
I'm sorry, it is Vinegar.
Oh my gosh. How many do we have left?
Four. Your word is moisture, a small amount of liquid dispersed in air and appearing as fog or condensed as dew on a cool surface.
Moisture, M-O-I-S-T-U-R-E.
Your word is gymnastics. Systematic physical exercises along with performance apparatus as rings or bars that are designed to promote strength, flexibility, agility, coordination, and body control.
Gymnastics. GYMNASTICS.
Your word is vertical, perpendicular to the plane of the horizon or to a primary axis, upright.
Vertical. VERTICAL.
Your word is cheeseburger.
CHYUM.
Perfect. Your word is homecoming.
HOMECOMING.
Your word is botany, the branch of science dealing with plants.
Botany. BOTANY. Botany.
Your word is linen, a strong cloth made of flax noted for its strength and coolness, but that wrinkles easily.
Linen. LINEN.
Right with an L. Your word is esteem, approval and respect, often blended with great liking because of worthy qualities. Yes. Yes. Your word is mildew, a whitish growth produced on organic matter and on plants by fungi.
Mildew. MILDEW.
Your word is donut.
Keep playing with me, Mr. McCoy. DONUT.
Perfect. Your word is smile.
Smile. SMILE. Smile.
Your word is gourd, a fruit that is hard-shelled, inedible, and used often for decoration and that comes from a vine.
Gourd. GOURD.
Your word is pitiful, deserving or giving rise to compassion.
Pitiful. PITIFUL.
Let's speak very loudly.
Your word is concise, expressed using few words and without unnecessary detail.
Concise. CONCISE.
Your word is perimeter, the sum of the lengths of the line segments forming a polygon.
Perimeter. Perimeter.
Your word is dog.
No. DOG.
Your word is cat.
Cat. C-A-T. Cat.
Your word is thicket, a dense growth of shrubbery or small trees.
Thicket. T-H-I-C-K-E-T. Thicket.
Real loud, Christopher.
Your word is naturalist, someone who studies the physical world and everything in it, such as plants and animals.
Naturalist. N-A-T-U-R-A-L-I-S-T. Naturalist.
Your word is microscope, an instrument used for looking at very small objects so that they appear larger.
Microscope. M-I-C-R-O-S-C-O-P-E.
Your word is cathedral, a church that was once a bishop's church.
Cathedral. C-A-T-H-E-D-R-A-L.
Your word is blue.
B-L-U.
Your word is weekend.
Weekend. W-E-E-K-E-N-D. Weekend.
Your word is diligent, characterized by steady, earnest, attentive, and energetic effort.
Diligent. D-I-L-I-G-E-N-T.
Your word is auction, a public sale of property to the person who pays the most.
Auction. A-U-C-T-I-O-N. Auction.
Your word is sediment, material or a mass of material deposited as by water, wind, or glaciers.
Sediment. S-E-D-I-M-E-N-T.
Your word is fervently, in a manner characterized by often deep intensity or feeling or expression.
Fervently. F-E-R-V-E-N-T-L-Y.
Ooh, it lights up. Your word is hat.
Can you use it in a sentence?
You are wearing a flashing hat.
Can you give me the definition?
A object that sits on one's head.
Can you spell it for me?
Yes, H-A-Q.
H-A-Q.
Perfect.
Good job.
Your word is shoe.
Shoe. S-H-O-E. Shoe.
Your word is unappealing, lacking interest or charm. Plain.
Unappealing. UNAPPEALING.
Your word is varsity, the main team representing a school or club in a sport or other competition.
Varsity, VARSITY, varsity.
Your word is antidote, something that stops the effects of poison.
Antidote. ANTIDOTE.
Your word is emperor, the sovereign or supreme monarch of an extended territory.
Emperor. EMPEROR.
Your word is soccer.
SCOLLIOSIS.
Go! Right?
Your word is volleyball.
Volleyball. VOLLDYBALL. Volleyball.
Your word is mystic, a follower of a spiritual way of life.
Mystic. MYSTIC.
Your word is resonate, to echo again or repeat.
Resonate, RESONATE. Resonate.
Your word is zodiac, a figure representing the signs and the symbols of 12 constellations that combine to form an imaginary belt in space.
Zodiac. ZODIAC.
Your word is ravine, a small, narrow, steep-sided valley that is usually worn down by running water, gorge, gulch.
Ravine. RAVINE.
Your word is okay.
OKAY.
Perfect. Your word is LOL.
LOL.
Perfect. Your word is centuries. Soldiers. Oh, sorry. No, I'm on the phone. My bad. Your word is rendition, interpretation, performance.
Rendition. RENDITION.
Your word is non-violent, not done with the use of physical force, peaceful.
Nonviolent, NONVIOLENT. Nonviolent.
Your word is enchantment, the act or action of charming or bewitching.
Enchantment. ENCHANTMENT.
Your word is perilous, full of or involving danger.
Perilous. Perilous.
Your word is
SWOLE. Whoa.
your word is sugar.
Sugar. SUGAR. Sugar.
Your word is charismatic, possessing a special magnetic charm or appeal.
Charismatic. CHARISMATIC.
That was a hard one.
Your word is heredity, qualities and traits someone gets from ancestors.
Heredity. HEREDITY. Heredity.
Your word is avian, of relating to or characteristic of birds.
Avian. AVIAN.
Your word is indifference, an attitude that something does not matter one way or another.
Indifference. INDIFFERENCE.
Your word is rock.
ROCK.
Your word is it.
IQ.
Your word is alliance, a union made in order to work toward common goals or interests.
Alliance. ALLIANCE.
Your word is mahogany, the durable yellowish brown to reddish brown wood of a West Indian tree that is widely used for cabinet work and fine finish wood.
Mahogany. MAHOGANY.
Your word is neutron, an elementary particle that has no electrical charge and that has a mass nearly equal to that of the proton.
Neutron. NEUTRON.
Your word is perpetrator, one that commits an offense or crime.
Perpetrator. PERPETRATOR.
Your word is rose.
Rose. ROSE.
Yes. No. Your word is church.
Church. CHURCH. Church.
Your word is insulin, a protein pancreatic hormone that is essential, especially for the metabolism of carbohydrates and which is used in the treatment and control of diabetes.
Insulin. INSULIN.
Your word is avalanche, a large mass of snow, ice, dirt, rock, or other materials sliding swiftly down a mountainside.
Avalanche. AVALANCHE. Avalanche.
Your word is exquisite, marked by flawless craftsmanship or by beautiful, delicate, or elaborate execution.
Exquisite. EXQUISITE.
Your word is assailant, one who attacks with violence.
Assailant. ASSAILANT.
Your word is M&M. I like to eat small M&Ms.
But singular. Feminine.
M&M.
Balloon.
Perfect. Your word is Twix.
Capital TWIX.
Your word is functionary, one holding a paid position or office in a government or party, civil servant.
Functionary. FUNCTIONARY.
Heck yeah. Your word is inadvertent, unintentional.
Inadvertent. INADVERTANT.
Oh no, it isn't E at the end, it is TENT.
Good job, Christopher. Good job.
Wonderful.
Good job. Way to know that. So you might read that. Hold on. Should we go through this round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your word is physicists, specialists in the science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Physicist. PHYSICIST.
Yep. Your word is tremulous, quivering, shaking.
Tremulous. TREMULOUS.
Your word is adieu. They're perfect. Okay. German word for goodbye. Your word is chow.
Chow. CHOR.
Your word is aperture. The opening in a photographic lens that admits the light passing through.
Aperture. APERTATURE.
Oh, no. You added an AP.
Good job, good
The only
job.
reason I knew that was from Portal.
Oh, good job,
Aw.
Isabel. Good job. Thank you. Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna, you're gonna go.
Now we're down to 2.
Down
No.
to, yeah, so, say what? Okay. Down to 2 spellers.
We are down to our final 2 spellers, and we'll review the rules one more time for the benefit, again, of our worldwide audience and the 2 spellers that remain. Again, there are 2 spellers remaining. Yes, absolutely. Again, we are in the elimination process, and we are down to our final 2 spellers. It's just been brought to the attention of the judges that we are forced to eliminate spellers. It has not happened before, but we're going to have to do that because of a breach of rules. And sorry, we're going to have to eliminate our king and queen. It's been brought to our attention that they have been cheating. So they have been cheating, and so our king and queen, our homecoming king and queen,
They're awesome though.
they're awesome people, but they've been eliminated from competition.
This is happening.
And so through no fault of their own, they've been given assistance, and we're
Come up
going
and
to
take a
eliminate
bow.
our homecoming king and queen.
Take a bow.
Come on up.
Come up and you have a
Fedora.
fedora and sparkles. Come on up and take a bow. Thank you so much. Take a bow, take a bow. Wait, do your queen wave and king wave. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Don't go throwing donuts on the floor. It was great. My favorite was Fedora.
Okay. So again, we're down to our final 2 spellers, Alyssa Henderson and Adrian Arlington. And we have some different rules, again, that we just want to verify and double check. Again, there are 2 spellers remaining. So when one speller misspells a word, the other speller is given the same word to spell. If the second speller spells the word correctly, plus the next word on the pronouncer's list, then that speller is declared the champion. If both spellers misspell the same word, the bee continues with the speller who first misspelled the word being given a new word to spell. Okay. All right, ladies, any questions? We're all good? Judges?
Thumbs up. We're ready.
Thumbs
Good luck,
up.
lady.
Again, so we're down to the final 2 spellers, and we are here, and we will determine who will be our 2021 GRHS All School Spelling Champ.
Your word is concussion, a jarring injury of the brain resulting in disturbance or cerebral function and sometimes marked by permanent damage.
Yeah. Concussion. CONCUSSION.
Your word is legitimately, according to law or rules.
Legitimately. LEGITIMATELY.
Your word is affectionately, in a loving or fond manner.
Affectionately. AFFECTIONATELY.
Your word is habanero, a very hot, roundish chili pepper that is usually orange when mature.
Habanero. Habanero.
Your word is vengeance, infliction of punishment in return for an injury or offense.
Vengeance. VENGEANCE.
Your word is conflagration, a large, disastrous fire involving many buildings.
Conflagration. CONFLAGRATION. Whoa.
Your word is mandrill, a large, fierce baboon of western Africa with the male having blue ridges on each side of the red-bridged nose.
Mandrill. MANDRIL.
Incorrect.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
So she has to spell this one and the next one.
Yes, so now, Adrian, you will need to spell this word correctly as well as the next word you're given.
Okay.
Your word is, would you like me to repeat it? Yes. Your word is mandrill, a large, fierce baboon of western Africa with the males having blue ridges on each side of the red-bridged nose.
Mandrill. MANDREL.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
So now Alyssa comes up with a new word. Keep going. Come on up, Alyssa.
Your word is pugnacious, having an assertive, hostile, or combative nature, aggressive.
Pugnacious. PGNATIOUS.
Oh, I am sorry.
Okay, let's spell mandrill for them, Mr. McCorkle. Oh, we're right. Okay.
Again, Adrian, you need to spell this word correctly and the next word. This word is pugnacious, having an assertive, hostile, or combative nature, aggressive.
Pugnacious. PUGNACIOUS.
Correct. Your word is potentialities, things that have possibility for changing, developing into a state of reality.
Potentialities. POTENTIALITIES.
Correct.
Correctamundo.
That's for yeah.
Here you go. Christopher? Where's Christopher at? Come on, Christopher.
Behind us.
Good job.
And by spelling that word correct, Adrian Arlington is our 2021 GRHS All-School Spelling Bee for the third consecutive year. Congratulations. Not only to Adrian, but congratulations to Alyssa for making it as one of the final two spellers. So again, we have some prizes, which we'd like to award. And we'll start. Is Mr. T, is he coming, Mr. T? Okay, well, let's go ahead and start. Christopher? For third place?
$25.
$25, and Mrs. Haskins?
I got 4.
4.
Oh, who got hurt?
Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it,
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Big sad.
Thank you, Christopher, for your honesty.
So she gets third place,
$25.
$25, and Mrs. Hackler will put your third place medal.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a seat over there.
Good. Our runner-up, again, Alyssa Henderson.
She receives
She receives
$50.
$50, and the runner-up medallion.
Congratulations. There we go. We're going to take pictures of you ladies.
And again, our 2021 All-School Spelling Bee champ, third consecutive year, Adrian in Arlington receives $100
And
and a medallion as well.
Congratulations.
here we go. Come on up, ladies.
All right.
Congratulations! Woo! At this time, Mr. Engel, do you think you can go down and announce, have everybody go back? Or not?
Yeah. let me get here.
I don't know if everybody's watching.
Okay.
Or you can ask everybody.
What is it, third hour? We only got 4 minutes. Yeah, announce them to come down and then we'll start the pictures at the start of the next hour.
Okay, all of our spellers who were eliminated, if you return to the media center for a picture. So again, we need all 20 of our spellers to be here in the media center for pictures.
Okay, Mr. Engel, we're gonna draw for a gift card.
Gift card. Braden Nail.
Braden, you in here?
Yes.
Braden, you don't want a McDonald's, do you? No. You don't want McDonald's. There you go. Bye-bye. Oh, another one.
Alyssa Henderson.
Melissa.
Everyone who participated in our spelling bee today, please report to the media
Who's
center.
Alyssa?
And everyone who participated in the spelling bee today, please come down to the media center.
Isabella Sandoval.
Isabella. Isabella. Dollar General? There you go. Dollar General.
I tried. I can't believe you do.
Okay, people.
Maddie Roach.
Ready? Subway? Uh-huh. I was gonna give Christopher third place.
Aaron McQuett.
Aaron McQuett, are you in here? Aaron? There you go, Aaron.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Tanner Steele.
I have this announcement. Mr. Slivas' 4th hour Spanish class, please meet in the cafeteria.
Gracie Knows.
Where's she at, Gracie? Why do people do that every
I can't help it. It's just not natural. Hunter likes to
Is everybody here to get a picture?
I don't know, you want to the winners first?
Cole Turner.
Have you won anything yet? No, Cole, you haven't won anything yet? How about that? Awesome. Is that everybody? There we go.
Agent. Right here. And then you on each side.
Hey, Manny, this is the first time you have my desk and I want to be Yep, we are.
Right up here. Here we go. One more.
All right.
Oh, yeah, tell it to him. Yeah, you have to do it to him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, do it to him.
I was your final.
You want to get a picture of everybody?
Yeah.
You want to get a picture of everybody?
Both of you.
Can the rest of you come up here?
3, 2, 1.
My eyes were twitching.
You're everybody, right? Okay.
No. No, stay here.
Tracy, where you at? Tracy?
Gracie?
Gordon? Gordon, where you at?
Where's my mom?
You guys are there.
Everyone's cheering for you, Adrian. Oh, that Hawaiian punch is making me thirsty. Thank you, Tate. Who's glitching hippie? I don't know. Travis say.
Melissa? There you go.
Oh, your mom's cheering for you.
Yeah, my mom.
Hi, Adrian's mom.
Okay, let's draw some more.
There we go.
Everyone say hi to Adrian's mom.
Hi.
Okay, listen up. Jeremy, start.
Jeremy. There we go, Jeremy. Sure, go ahead. That'd be great.
Okay. Okay, 3 ladies that were just up there. Yep. So you're not gonna know. Yep. There are 3 ladies that were just up there in the same spot.
Carl, you're up there.
Back up. The 3 ladies that were just up there in the same spot that everybody else filling. Okay.
Around them for the yearbook.
Okay. And then
Hold up your certificate. Yeah. I don't set my notes. It's okay. Okay. Everybody get 3 cheeseburger.
oh,
Cheeseburger.
Clayton over here. Waiting behind Devin.
Camden, I got yours on third. Yay, cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburger. Sharon, did you want
I'm gonna channel my inner Mr. Barth and not fall off the chair.
Don't do that.
We have a three-peat.
Okay, you guys on the second row. Okay, like you guys are here, scoot up, too far back, scoot up.
They back down, like down the neck.
Correct. Devin,
Yeah.
take a step to your right. Paul, take a step to your right. Kate, come over here. Kate, come over here. Next to Devin.
Sorry I couldn't be here for the awards. I was behind my closed door.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, thanks.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Awesome.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna take, several pictures, so everybody just, stay there.
Everybody say, don't drop your donuts on the floor.
Yeah, I messed up one time.
That's the new Jaguar.
Okay, over here, look this way. Look here. Take a couple more. Hold still. Oh, we got people moving. Hold still.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I'm
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, we still have prizes. Hold on, don't leave yet.
I only made it a bit further in because I messed up on farewell instead of saying partial.
Jordan Hogan.
Okay.
Jordan.
Yeah, I know.
Where you at? Okay.
Clayton.
Do you want a combo meal or do you want a Subway? There we go. And I think Devin's the last one. Did everybody get a gift card?
Yeah.
Devin, you want Subway or Dollar General? Did everybody, Christopher, did you get one?
What's this that one?
Everybody has $5. I got Subway. Okay, Camden. Camden. Where's Camden? Everybody get a gift card? Everybody? You guys are awesome. Thank you for spelling the words out for us. There we go. Love you guys. Love ya. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Did everybody get a gift card?
End our live stream.
There we go.
Thanks for watching.